What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time, let's see what we did here. Knightley was trying to put the blame on Nicole Swift, but we bounced that right back by saying she couldn't have used the gun found in the trash because the number of bullets didn't match. But the bullet shot that pierced Mr. Rook there would have still be in the plane, because since the bullet they claimed was in the vest is, a fake. It was prepared beforehand. And it looks like Gumshoe has found the evidence we need. I found it, sir. Good work, detective. Now let's extract the bullet from the monitor. If I do this here and then do that, well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Rook. This is the bullet that will crush your arguments. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic. If the ballistic markings on this bullet do not match the gun found in the audience area, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Detective, we need to examine the ballistic markings. Send the gun and bullet to forensics. Roger, we should be able to find clear markings on this bullet, sir. And of course it'll be like 7 seconds. It won't even make sense, but that's okay. Now then, let's listen to the forensics report. Reporting! First, the blood on this bullet matches the victim's blood. So, this bullet really did take Rook's life. Also, Horace Knightley's fingerprints were found on this gun. Knightley's fingerprints probably came from when he took all our evidence. The real issue is the ballistic markings. If the markings don't match, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion. And the bullet's ballistic markings... What? Match? No way! There's no mistake. The bullet was fired from this gun. What? Does that mean... There's still one possibility. It's that when he grabbed all of our evidence, he swapped the two guns. Is that what he did? That's the next logical conclusion. Looks like I was right after all. Naturally. Did you really think you had me cornered? You misread the board. The one who's been cornered is you! If the ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the audience area. Who could have used the gun? Not me, because I was on stage. But what about the lady reporter in the audience? All the evidence points to that young lady as the assassin who killed Rook. Well, it's your move, Mr. Prosecutor. Where'd you find this gun again? And which gun fired the bullet? At least we know. It ain't me. This can't be happening. The president and I have admitted to the fake assassination plot. Now it's your turn to admit who the real criminal is. That doesn't make Nicole the criminal. Don't get riled up, Kay. Let him have his say first. After he's done, it won't be too late to begin our counterattack. All right, Mr. Edgeworth. If the ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt.
Hold it.
No, that's...
Objection.
Didn't you say it earlier? This is the decisive evidence. Oh my god, I just realized. The ejection voices are also fan-made. It has to be. That's kind of cool. Okay. God, of course, I wouldn't have minded if, it was still the Japanese one, you know? Well, how does it feel to have a hole blown through your reasoning? The ballistic markings match the gun we found, so... Does that mean Nicole really was the shooter? I'd like to believe otherwise. But he's got the decisive evidence on his side, sir. Indeed. How should I proceed? If Miss Swift isn't the killer, then the ballistic markings should not match. Thoughts, Kay? If the evidence is impossible, then maybe we should doubt the evidence itself, right? Doubt the evidence? Nicole's definitely not a criminal. So, if the evidence says that she's a criminal, there must be something wrong with it. You seem awfully sure of yourself. It's a great thief's intuition. Still, it's quite possible. Above all, Miss Swift doesn't seem like the type of person to tell such elaborate lies. In court, the evidence is everything. And yet, here I'm doubting it. Which evidence do I doubt? It would be it's the gun. The gun was swapped when he had it. If anything's suspect here, it can only be the gun. The bullet was discovered just a moment ago. It couldn't have been tampered with yet. Did Knightley have a chance to tamper with the gun? Yes! You shall hand over all the evidence you've collected so far, and leave this plane at once. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer. That's it! He could have tampered with the gun at that time. There's no doubt about this gun is the real murder weapon. In that case, the owner of this gun it's actually Horace's. But how do you prove it? He must have switched the guns. Without a doubt, this is Knightley's own gun. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the audience area. I guess I can just present it here then, right? I should be able to. Knightley's revolver? Let's see. Objection! Knightley! You fiend! You switched the guns! The gun that matched the ballistic markings was yours all along! Here! Interesting choice of move you've made there. The switch occurred at the time you seized the evidence. When we were arguing with the presidents over the investigation rights. You detached the laser sight from the gun found in the audience area. And attached it to your gun. Then, when you returned the evidence you gave me, your own gun... There is a way to prove it! His gun... His gun fired 3 shots. The fake gun shot 2 shots. Oh, it's all coming together. Then, when you returned the evidence, you gave me your own gun. I love it when I can sort of follow along. Because it really sucks when, like... You kind of have to guess a lot just to figure it out, and they kind of tell you what it is. But it's fun when you can sort of, like, guess with them, you know? Did I do that? So what you're saying is that I knew you'd want to examine the ballistic markings. Indeed. Staying one move ahead of your opponent. Isn't that the fundamental rule of chess? I'm glad you feel that way, Mr. Prosecutor. But you're giving me too much credit. Besides, can you even prove I pulled the old switcheroo with the guns? Yes, you can! Look at how many bullets there are that were fired! So the gun happens to be the same model as mine. Pure coincidence. But, take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it. Check the bullets left- right, yeah! Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. Wait, is that... There's no evidence that I switched the guns, right? Huh. Giving you too much credit, that hardly sounds like something you'd say. So he accounted for the bullets too? Oh man. So I was wrong. Guess I'm just more modest than you. Well, except when I'm in front of a chessboard. But we're not in front of a chessboard. That's too bad. Don't use that as an excuse later. I didn't lose the game. I just couldn't find enough evidence. You're the one who should have an excuse already. You didn't beat me at chess. You only found the evidence. So, the gun happens to be the same model as mine. Pure coincidence. Coincidence? You say? Or perhaps it was simply bound to happen. Which was it, pal? Us bodyguards need to use them to protect the president. And no matter how you slice it, that lady is a total amateur with guns. It was necessary for both of us to use revolvers. A revolver? Like the one Knightley's carrying? Why would it be necessary? It has a simpler mechanism, so it's easier to use. Something along those lines, probably. When you gotta get the job done, or if you're new to this sort of thing, there's nothing better. The truth is, I thought it was pure coincidence all along. But take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it. You attach the laser pointer to the gun yourself. Oh yeah? Prove it. Show me the evidence. Well, that's... You can't go around calling people liars without proof. Didn't your daddy teach you that? On that point, I got evidence on my side. My daddy's dead! Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. Only 2 shots fired. Something's been bothering me for a while now. What about the chamber of your own gun? My woman here? Now that you mention it. I've been firing it off for a while now. Every time he fires, he reloads the gun? So there's no way to check its status from the time of the incident. In order to switch the guns, he would have needed to reload the bullets. Knightley is bare-handed, and he had no time to put on gloves when the switch was made. Well, I think it's about time for you to resign. How about it, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Okay. Oh, okay. So that was pretty much spoon-feeding it to me, so I just need to figure out how to do it now. Okay. So I need to prove that his fingerprints are on the bullets of the gun, which he shouldn't have had? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I guess there are 2 options. Hold on, are 2 guns in here? No, I only have 1 gun. Knightley's revolver versus gun. Oh, it's the other way around. Because instead of proving that his fingerprints are on the bullets in the other gun, I think they want us to prove that his fingerprints aren't on the bullets of his own gun, right? I think that's what they want me to do. Objection! Guess we'll see here in a second. That evidence is this. You call that evidence? Prosecutor Edgeworth, you're trying too hard. Certain traces were left on this gun. Traces that prove this gun belongs to you. Show it to me. What kind of piece you got? A rook? A bishop? Better not be a pawn. The traces Knightley left on the gun are... the fingerprints. You left your fingerprints on this gun. Objection! Ha! Oh, no, okay, I'm sorry. It is the original, my original theory about his fingerprints being on the bullets in the other gun. Okay. I handled the gun earlier when I seized your evidence. Of course my fingerprints are on it. Of course, we're gonna prove that it's on the inside when he didn't touch it. But what if the fingerprints are in a place they should not be? What? That's not possible. Allow me to show you. There's one place where your fingerprints should not be. This piece of evidence will deal the final blow to your king. It's the inside of the gun. Right there. This would be the grip. I've held the grip. Wait. That's not what I'm trying to point at here. It's the bullets, if you can just do that for me. Here, Detective Gumshoe, please have a look at the cylinder. 2 shots were fired, sir, but where would the fingerprints be? On the actual bullets? You made the switch when you seized the evidence earlier. However, if all you did was switch the guns, you would have been found out right away. That's because the number of bullets fired by the two guns are different. The gun found in the audience area had fired 2 shots, sir. Then, what about Mr. Knightley's gun? He fired 2 shots at the balloon when he was on the stage. And later, 1 shot to kill Rook. 3 shots in total, not counting the number of shots he's fired since then. And after each of those times, you would reload the bullets. Tell us, Knightley, were you wearing gloves when doing that? Officer, in your report earlier, where were Knightley's fingerprints found on the gun? Sir, the prints weren't just found on the outside of the gun. They were also found on the bullets as well. It's really rare for us to get this kind of opportunity. They usually go, no fingerprints, they're too smart for that. This idiot didn't even wear gloves or wipe it off. If all you did was handle the evidence, why would your fingerprints be on the bullets? With this, it has been proven that you switched the guns. The gun which fired the bullet that took the victim's life. It belongs to you, Horace Knightley. You're the one who stole Rook's life. You're the true assassin. Assassino. Checkmate. I should have been made leader. Me! Rook, that piece of scum. If it hadn't been for him, I would have had complete control over everybody. My assassination plan, it was perfect. My plan was perfect. Detective Gumshoe, if you please. Roger that, sir. Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet, you hear me? That's enough. The rest of this game will continue in the courtroom. Damn it. Damn you. Man, this first case is so much better than the first case in the last game, which was just like, this detective is dead. There's this really shady prosecutor. It's him. The books were rearranged. This was like near endgame type case. You have my gratitude. You exposed a murderer amongst my bodyguards, and for that I am truly in your debt. As soon as he stepped outside the plane, he reverted back to his king-like persona. Some time ago, when I proposed the fake assassination plan. You want me and not Rook? Rook declined, so I'm asking you, what do you say? Alright, let's do this. I'll come up with the perfect plan. I could even use that guy as a chess piece. When Knightley said that, his eyes were overflowing with hatred towards Rook. Frankly, I was quite anxious about asking Knightley instead of Rook. Now that I recall those events, he probably sensed the anxiety in my countenance. Perhaps that is what gave him the impetus for murder. Mr. President, if you had not orchestrated that fake plan, this would not have happened. That is your sin. A sin that won't disappear. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You have my sincerest apologies. I too must bear some responsibility for this. Even so, I am most grateful to you. I thank you for solving the mystery of Rook's death. I am scheduled to stay in this country for a little longer. But if any of you ever wish to visit the Republic of Zhengfa, you will always be welcome. What's Agent Lang doing in all this? I guess he's busy doing special Interpol things. Oh, lordy! I can't believe they put that in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy for you, Nicole. You were set up as the suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit to police questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime. Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this. I understand you want to catch a scoop, but there's a line that should not be crossed. I hear ya. I promise to reflect on this. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was awesome. Prosecutor Edgeworth solves presidential assassination attempt. It's gonna be big news. Big news. Mr. Prosecutor, would you mind telling us how you feel about solving this case? That was certainly a quick change of attitude. No comment. Ah, don't be so ornery. The reason is because this case is not over yet. Not over? What do you mean, sir? What shows that this case is not over yet? I don't know. What? The calling card? Is it the calling card? It could be. That's the only thing that doesn't make sense. Because someone hired Shelly, and we don't know who. That's what it is. The killer's card. The killer still hasn't carried out his request. You mean killing the president? I hope this doesn't turn into a larger incident. An assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa. News of this incident spread across the entire country. The mass media also hounded me as I began to prepare for the trial of Horace Knightley. Everyone had seen the news, and everyone was talking about it. But amidst the commotion, nobody noticed that the game had only just begun. Perfect, and we get to end this video here at the end of the trial. Perfect. Alright then, stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!